Today we're going to talk about the volume of a cone. And a cone and a cylinder are very similar because they have round bases. And so we're going to use a very similar formula. Volume equals the base area times the height. Remembering that when the area is a circle, that base area is pi r squared. So when we did the volume of a cylinder, it was volume equals pi r squared times h. Notice this is the same, only there's a 1/3 here. Anytime your figure has a point, your formula, the volume formula, will have a 1/3 in it. So the volume of a cone is going to turn out to be volume equals 1/3 pi r squared times h. When you're solving this, it's actually easier if you just say the pi times r squared times h and then divide the whole thing by 3. Okay, so here's our first one. It says round to the nearest tenth. We're going to use pi as 3.14. And so we have the formula volume equals pi r squared h divided by 3, or 1/3 pi r squared h. And in this case, pi, of course, is 3.14. The radius, that's not radius, that's diameter. It goes all the way across, so we have to divide by 2. And we get radius is 2. So pi times 2 squared times the height is 6, all divided by 3. So volume equals, grabbing your calculator, you would say 3.14 times 2 squared times 6 divided by 3. And my answer comes out to 25.12. It says to the nearest tenth, so my answer would be 25.1. And then here we see meters, and volume is always cubed. On this one, it's giving us the volume and asking us to find the height. So here we go. Volume equals pi r squared h divided by 3. Substituting in what we know, 3.14 times 9 squared h divided by 3 equals 956. So the first thing that you're going to do to solve this is to get rid of this divide by 3. So in order to get rid of that, we are going to, in fact, multiply both sides by 3. So on this side, we end up with 956 times 3, 2,868 equals, and then let's go ahead and multiply this part together without the h, and we get 3.14 times 9 squared, which comes out to 254.34h. So then solving this, we have to divide by 254.34, divide by 254.34, and we will find that our h is just a little bit more than 1. 2,868. Oh, whoops, that's 1,000. Whoops, I was just looking at the first part. This is going to be around 10, right? Divide by 254.34 equals, it comes out to be 11.276. Again, to the nearest tenth would make it 11.3, because the 7 is larger than 5. We will round up. And then my answer, because this is height is just one dimension, my answer would be feet. So 11.3 feet. Here's a couple for you to try, just like the ones we did. You can push pause and then come back and check your answer. All right, for number 1, we have an answer of 565.2 centimeters cubed. For number 2, multiplying by 3 first, and then dividing, we come out with 104.6 yards. 104 6/10 of a yard.